Welcome to a new episode of World Stories. We'll be taking you on an exciting journey all over the world, full of various strange fun facts and stories in our journey this week. We'll see who's the best at creating the delicious and authentic Italian pesto sauce in a World Championship here in Bahrain. If you're an adventurer who seeks adrenaline rush and in need of some excitement, then this is your stop. We will take you to one of the coolest rafting centers in Europe. Have you ever heard of a traditional salt competition? Stop wondering. We will take you to one of the biggest in Russia, where complexity is defeated by heroic skills. This and much more exciting stories in a journey around the world. Fasten your seatbelts. Italian food is very popular around the world, but have you tried an authentic pesto? It's a savory green Italian sauce that is so yummy. Why is it called pesto? The word pesto comes from the Italian word pestare, which means to pound or crush. The origin of the sauce is Genova City in Italy, and to maintain the authenticity of pesto making, they're organizing a Mota Pesto World Championship contest to test how people in Bahrain can make it. The winner represents Bahrain in Italy, competing with other finalists from other countries. Let's go taste some pesto. Who loves Italian food? I mean, who doesn't? Pesto is a traditional Italian sauce present in every Italian house. And guess what? Here in Bahrain, we have a championship for who does it best. Let's take a look and see who wins with us today. We are now here in the middle of the pesto competition, and as you see here, the chefs are working really hard to create the best pesto paste. Let's feature some of the competitors in the middle of the competition. We have with us here now Chef Khawla. She's creating her own pesto paste and she'll tell us the secrets. Hi Khawla.
Hi, how are you?
What are you doing?
We're doing a pesto from scratch, the classic one, the traditional from Italy.
Let's move to the next contestant. Chef Salman, how are you?
I'm good.
Tell me, what are your expectations for the competition?
Not that much. It's either win or lose because I just want to get the experience and how it is, like the thrill of the competition.
Tell me more, do you love pesto sauce?
Yeah, I tried pesto sauce but with pasta and chicken as well.
Okay, so tell us, what's the secret of pesto from your point of view?
I think you just have to, you put the right ingredients, the right gram inside. You don't use that much. So a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt. Not too overpowered anything. It's like a perfect balance of everything.
Okay, very nice. Can I taste your pesto?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm trying to be a judge here, please. Or take those interviews as an excuse to eat a lot of pesto. Let's see the next contestant.
I'm done with my pesto.
Okay. Are you sure about the results?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. It looks so yummy.
Thank you so much.
Have you created a pesto before?
Yeah.
Okay. How many times?
One time?
One time. But you're still very sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. We're now at the moment of truth. All the chefs now stopped touching their utensils and they are evaluating here, the judges, the pesto sauce. Who do you think would be the winner? We have with us here Mr. Panizza, the responsible for the World Pesto Organization, and of course, one of the judges here. How many judges do we have today?
Today we are five judges, very qualified. We are also the ambassador in the jury, and in the championship we are 30.
But how do you decide who's the winner? They're all so good.
Yeah, really are very, very good. Also, they have worked very well, and it's hard work, but we must do. And there are small difference. Can be one competitor use too much salt, one other use a little bit in garlic, too much, and we go to see the small difference. But I have tasted all the pesto, and every pesto can be used at home without problem.
The main criterion for winning is the taste.
Yes, first the taste, but also the technique, also the texture, and also the color, and we all these things go to proclaim the winner.
So since you're responsible for the whole organization, can I ask you, what's the purpose of this competition?
The mission is to promote Genova, to promote the culture of pesto. Genoese people are very proud of this sauce, who are diffused in 30 years in all parts of the world. And we want to preserve the memory of where pesto is born, Genova.
Your Excellency, what are you eating?
Well, I'm eating delicious pasta with pesto sauce. It's a symbol of the Italian cuisine, Italian diet, Mediterranean diet. You know, it's basil, olive oil, Parmesan cheese, pecorino cheese, pine nuts with some salt, and then you put it together with the mortar, the marble mortar, in a traditional way, but also in an easier way with some, appliances at home. Tonight we also have other products. We have gelati and panettone, arancini, focaccia,
yum, yum.
and it will be, I think,
Italian
a tasty
food.
night.
Who doesn't love Italian food?
Yes, also because in Bahrain you have a lot of good Italian restaurants.
Yes.
True, genuine Italian restaurants.
Yes.
So it's a good place also for eating Italian.
Yes, that's amazing.
And this is, in any case, this is for you, so
Yes,
you can taste it.
It's definitely mine.
Great.
Definitely mine. Thank you very much, Your
Thank you.
Excellency.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We enjoyed
Thank
this.
A lot.
Thank you. Now my pasta.
I will take it.
Thank you. The champion of Bahrain, for example, and for other countries, they all fly to Italy, and there is held a world championship featuring champions from all over the world, and they compete together. So guess what? We have with us here the world champion of last year. I wonder how he won all of those chests. He is Mr. Pescarolo.
Correct. Hi, Eva.
Hi. How do you feel about being in Bahrain?
It's amazing. It's an amazing place. It is lovely to stay here because it's the first time for the championship being in the Middle East. We took all the corners of the world, and only Middle East didn't touch, and today we did it.
Okay, since you are the world champion,
Yes.
can you tell us what's the secret of creating a good pesto
Oh
sauce?
my gosh, the secret. I think the best secret is the balance of the ingredients you use it. Okay.
Share with us the ingredients, please, or maybe describe to people how to make it.
For the ingredients are 7. We use all our basil. This is the prince of the ingredients, and is grew up in Genoa, in Ligurian Sea, and in front of the sea. Then we use pine nuts, we use salt, we use Parmigiano Reggiano, pecorino cheese is cheese made from sheep, and garlic and oil from Ligurian Sea.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you blend them together?
Yes, you blend it together step by step. You use first one. You add the garlic, then the pine nuts, then basil, some salt, and you shake everything as well. Then you can add some oil and the cheeses.
Please tell me, have you tried any Bahraini dishes that you liked?
Yes, at lunch today I ate metbouche d'oeil. It was lovely, very, very lovely.
Okay.
I love Bahrain kitchen.
That's amazing. Maybe we can come up with a recipe,
Yes.
including something
Will you give me?
Bahraini and Italian in the same dish.
Yeah, we can make a mashup.
Yes.
Why not?
Yes, why not? If we talk about pesto, we talk about the origin of pesto, which is Genova City. Now we have the ambassador of Genova City to the world. His name is Alessandro. He's with us here today and he'll tell us more about the idea and how it started.
Thank you very much. Yes, the idea started between a collaboration of the municipality of Genova and the Embassy of Italy to the world. That's because the Pesto World Championship has been carried out in several countries in Asia and has been carried out in South America and the United States, but that's actually the first time in the Middle East. So the ambassador and the embassy were very proud about having this event here.
So since you are from Genova, the original city of pesto, what do you feel about the pesto you taste around the world?
I have to say pestos are very different abroad as they are in Italy. Here we follow very strict rules. We use pine nuts, we use extra virgin olive oil. But the further you go from Italy, the more kind of varieties you find. You will find something with chilies, something with walnuts that are very, unfamiliar with our tastes, but we need to accept that.
Okay, so you were a judge here today as well, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So what did you feel about the performance of the chefs here from Bahrain?
I have to say that all the participants were very well prepared. They did their homework at home, and we were in fact indecisive among 3 contestants. We had to do a second round of tastes to actually understand which one matches the real Genoese criteria. And at the end we came with a unanimous decision of promoting the number 5.
So what's your favorite way of eating the pesto?
Definitely with pasta. I'm a purist, traditional way. Pasta is the main way to eat it. And of course, I can see you're enjoying it.
Your eyes on my pasta, but it's mine.
I see you're enjoying it, so I don't want to take it.
You won't.
Yeah?
I won't let you.
Yeah, I want to take it, okay?
The winner is Suresh Shawan. Congratulations.
It was a very, very fierce competition, but we have one winner today who's going to go to Italy. We have with us Mr. Shohan, the winner of the championship in Bahrain. Hi, how do you feel about winning?
It feels fantastic to represent Bahrain in Italy, and I believe that food is a universal equalizer, representing the culture of Bahrain, the way the food was promoted by the Italian embassy, and I feel fantastic to win this competition.
I interviewed you when you were making your pesto, and you were very confident about your pesto. Remember?
Yes.
You told me I've been doing it for years. Please tell me more.
I applied more of a scientific approach to this one. The recipes was planned in ratios. I actually counted the leaves to put in the recipe, and the salt grains, the pine nuts were counted by me, and the motions which I was making to in the mortar and pestle was also in a circular motion, which is the scientific approach to do it. So I think it was more of a theoretical thing and the passion which was there. Pesto is one of my favorite sauce, yes.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you in Italy.
Thank you.
Maybe
nice
getting
meeting.
the world champion.
Maybe, yes, yeah.
Yes.
A Pesto World Champion from Bahrain in Italy, yes. Thank you.
That would be amazing. I'm here with some pesto ingredients. I hope you enjoyed watching the pesto cooking today. I enjoyed it myself, and I wish you were here to try it. It was honestly so yummy. Apart from the delicious Italian food, if you're thinking of holidaying in Italy, forget about lounging around olive groves and try an adrenaline-high activity under the highest man-made waterfall in Europe, the Marmor. This narrow river has not always been an extreme water sports shrine. Until the 80s, it was providing water to an important industrial area of the city of Terni. This led to mounting rubbish, garbage, dump and car wrecks, polluting the area's waters until the Dal Oglio brothers came to the Marmor waterfalls. It took them 2 years to clean up the banks of the river and create paths and trails around the waterfalls. And thanks to them, today the Marmor Rafting Center is one of the biggest and busiest in Europe. From kayaking to white river rafting, the Dal Oglio family made a green business out of their passion. If you haven't tried rafting before, The river experience can be exciting and scary at the same time, especially on the steepest rapids. That's why visitors are provided with thorough safety briefing and with helmets, life jackets, wetsuits and protections. This is not for the faint-hearted, but even if you're not that much into adventure, you can take a river walk or a small individual softboard.
Don't think we were scared. We had a very good trainer in our boat. The most exciting thing was actually, the biggest surprise was actually going down to the river, because you're up here and it's so hot, and then you get down there and everything is cool, and that surprised me.
Just do it. Just do it. That's the whole thing. Just overcome your fears and face it.
The more we learn, the more we realize how little we know about the world. Let's explore some interesting and entertaining facts to twist your brain and tickle your curiosity. As you all know, Taj Mahal in India is a universally admired masterpiece of the world's heritage. But how did this immense piece of art of white marble survive World War II? This is another story. Scaffolding, as shown in the photo, was a technique to make Taj Mahal look like nothing but a bamboo stockpile from inside of a bomber plane flying in the air. Did you know that the famous doll Barbie was born in the 9th of March 1959, which means that today she is 60 years old? Have you ever heard the story of the Chinese bamboo trees? And did you know that this holds a Guinness World Record? To start with, a bamboo tree can take 5 years for it to emerge from the ground. But this is not why it holds a Guinness record. Chinese bamboo trees can grow to a staggering 99 centimeters in a 24-hour period. That's right, in one single day. It seems incredible that a plant that lies dormant for years can suddenly grow so rapidly, right? Cossacks have been gathering in Russia to show off their ferocious sword skills. The winners must slash their way through water-filled bottles and thick vines, showing dexterity and precision, as well as a determination to succeed. In this very traditional sport, only men can compete in cutting with kashka, but there is another skill called kashka flanking, being the type of swords that Cossacks use, and it is the only competition discipline where women are allowed to show off their skills. There are more than 200 Cossacks competing for the Champions of Russia titles. The games are based on Cossack traditions, although they now use more modern targets, such as plastic bottles filled with water. The rules of the competitions were developed just 5 years ago and envisaged using plastic bottles as more accessible and cheaper targets than traditional ones. There are dozens of different types of competition exercises. It can be either cutting right in front of you or with a turn, either one bottle or several at once. And while you need to do this right, you also need to do it as quickly as possible, as contestants are also being timed. Each exercise varies in complexity with the skill level of each participant. The most difficult type of exercise is cutting different types of targets in movement when the targets are located in such a way that participants need to change direction. The cultural aspect becomes an integral part of the games through immersing into the costumes and traditions of Cossacks, wearing traditional Cossack outfits, and learning to use Cossack weapons. The main aim of cutting a bottle is to cut it into as many pieces as possible, while the remaining part keeps standing on the rack. There are two kinds of people in the morning. Happy people who see rainbows and butterflies in the morning and dream about conquering the world with their smiles, and cranky people who fantasize about killing the happy morning people. Which kind are you? I think I'm the second one. With this, we have arrived at our last station. Goodbye and see you next week with new facts, journeys, and world stories.